Bitcoin, the world's most famous cryptocurrency, has always been known for its volatility. Yet the past few months have been a particularly wild ride. This period coincides with the return of Donald Trump to the political stage. Trump's unpredictable policy pronouncements have injected a new level of uncertainty into the crypto market. Investors are left trying to decipher Trump's true intentions and potential impact on digital assets like Bitcoin. The recent price swings are a stark reminder of the speculative nature of cryptocurrencies. While some investors see Bitcoin as digital gold and a haven asset, others view it as a risky bet. Trump's pronouncements, often delivered via his social media platform Truth Social, have only amplified these contrasting perspectives. The result is a market caught between euphoria and fear. One thing is clear. Understanding the forces driving Bitcoin's price requires understanding Donald Trump. His evolving stance on crypto from skeptic to optimistic, in line with his political compulsion and obligation, has become a major factor in the crypto market's trajectory. Unpacking his motivations and their real-world implications is crucial for anyone seeking to navigate the turbulent waters of Bitcoin trading. The stakes are high. Bitcoin, once a niche interest, has gone mainstream. Millions of investors, from small-time traders to institutional giants, are now exposed to its unusual volatilities. As the crypto market matures, it is increasingly intertwined with global finance and geopolitics. At the center of this evolving landscape stands the enigmatic figure of Donald Trump, wielding influence and generating headlines with every tweet or truth. Donald Trump's relationship with Bitcoin has been a tumultuous one. During his first term as president, he was openly critical of cryptocurrencies. In 2019, he famously tweeted that he was not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, which are not money, and whose value is highly volatile and based on thin air. He went on to express concerns about their potential use in illicit activities, including terrorist funding. However, in a stunning reversal, Trump's stance on crypto softened considerably in the lead-up to the 2024 election. This shift coincided with a surge in the popularity of digital assets, particularly among younger voters. Trump, never one to miss an opportunity, recognized the potential of tapping into this growing demographic. By early 2024, Trump was openly embracing Bitcoin. He praised its potential to challenge the dominance of the US dollar and even hinted at the possibility of creating a national Bitcoin reserve. This newfound enthusiasm translated into concrete actions. Trump launched his own line of NFTs and even accepted Bitcoin donations for his election campaign. The reasons behind Trump's crypto conversion are complex and multifaceted. Some analysts believe it was purely a calculated political move. Others point to the influence of his son, Donald Trump Jr., a known cryptocurrency enthusiast. Whatever the motivation, the impact was undeniable. Trump's embrace of Bitcoin legitimized the asset class in the eyes of many, but sent shockwaves to others. The roller coaster ride of Bitcoin prices has been heavily influenced by President Trump's policy pronouncements. His administration has sent mixed signals, leaving investors both excited and bewildered. One minute, Trump is praising Bitcoin as the future of finance. The next, he is threatening to unleash a regulatory crackdown. One of the most significant events was the announcement of a crypto strategic reserve in March 2025. Trump, in typical fashion, took to Truth Social to reveal his plan to stockpile Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. The news sent Bitcoin soaring by 20% in a matter of hours. However, the rally was short-lived. Details about the reserve remained scarce, and skepticism about its feasibility quickly set in. Within days, Bitcoin had given back all of its gains, as contrary to the earlier narrative, Trump may use only previously sized Bitcoins as so-called US crypto reserve. No fresh buying from any government agency. Adding to the confusion was the administration's back and forth on regulation. Trump, despite his initial pro-crypto rhetoric, seemed hesitant to fully embrace a decentralized financial system. Rumors of stricter KYC, Know Your Customer, and AML, anti-money laundering regulations surfaced, spooking investors and sending Bitcoin tumbling. The lack of clarity and consistency in policy created an atmosphere of uncertainty, making it difficult for investors to make informed decisions. Beyond crypto-specific policies, Trump's broader economic agenda also impacted Bitcoin's price. His trade wars and tariffs, while aimed at boosting American industry, created global economic instability. This uncertainty often benefited Bitcoin, which some investors viewed as a safe haven asset. However, at the same time, as a trade war currency, the USD got some boost initially and BTC ellipsed against USD. Now, BTC recovered from the recent swing low as USD slid for retaliatory tariffs and the concern of Trump session. The future of Bitcoin in the age of Trump remains uncertain. Trump's pro-crypto stance has contributed to heightened market activity and optimism. The creation of a crypto strategic reserve and supportive regulatory environment has encouraged institutional investment and retail participation. However, this increased activity also brings volatility, as seen in early 2025, when the market surged but later faced setbacks due to the lack of any specific policy announcement in the subsequent Trump speech at CAPEC and also at the Joint Congress of the House. The recent volatility in cryptocurrencies, particularly Bitcoin, is influenced by a mix of market dynamics and political factors. Trump's policy shift towards supporting cryptocurrencies has injected optimism into the market, but also raised concerns about volatility and potential conflicts of interest. As the crypto market continues to evolve, investors must navigate these challenges while considering the potential for significant growth and mainstream adoption. Bitcoin and the broader cryptocurrency market have navigated a roller coaster in early 2025, with Trump's policy flip-flop acting as both catalyst and constraint. His transition from critic to crypto president has fueled volatility, with BTCUSD soaring on promises and retreating on delays. While his administration's pro-crypto tilt offers growth potential, the absence of actionable steps combined with external pressures like tariffs and monetary policy, keeps the market on edge. Moving forward, investors should monitor regulatory developments and Trump's ability to deliver, as these will shape whether the Trump pump and dump sustains or fizzles amid ongoing volatility. No doubt crypto, like Bitcoin, is a great technology, but it's not a real or digital currency, not even decentralized. Bitcoin's distributed ledger tech offers a trustless, efficient framework with applications far beyond so-called decentralized digital currency. It may revolutionize low-cost global payment transfer systems, governance, and more. The lack of clarity on Trump's plans, whether the reserve will use seized assets or taxpayer funds, and how regulations will evolve, has fostered caution. Critics warn that a broad reserve, including altcoins, could enrich insiders at public expense, while others note that Trump's tariff threats counteract crypto appeal as a risk asset. Trump's moves may be a double-edged sword, driving hype but risking volatility, while others anticipate regulatory clarity as a stabilizing force. The market's sensitivity to his statements underscores crypto's speculative nature and reliance on political momentum. Instead, investors should focus on understanding the fundamentals of Bitcoin and the underlying technology, blockchain. Ultimately, Bitcoin's success or failure will depend on its ability to evolve from a speculative asset into a widely adopted form of currency or store of value. Whether this happens under the watchful eye of Donald Trump or someone else remains to be seen. Crypto or Bitcoin is a bubble as an investment or trading, but traders having professional trading expertise may only trade the same in a limited way as per their financial capacity and risk-taking ability. Usually, any USD positive news turns out to be negative for BTCUSD and vice versa.